in the middle of the field big, and you can hit it in the middle of the field as loose as they're playing.
And we're talking time, Herb. If Cougars don't get a first down and throw, 2 more incomplete passes, they'll have to punt. 38-38 tie with 36 seconds left to play in the football game.
This is going to be like Chavez and Whitaker if it winds up a tie. Both are going to say, what are we going to do? Hard fought all the way. It's been entertaining.
They only have 3 men rushing.
See if you can hit a 20-yard dig.
Walsh does fire.
It is.
It's caught. It could be for the 40, down to the 30, and cuts back into the middle of the field. All the way to the 20-yard line is Drage.
Boy, what a gamer, Jay. Remember, the clock is stopped. You can burn the ball and spike it. What a gamer Eric Drage is. I think BYU has used their last timeout. Felt that they could get something going in the middle of the field, and that's exactly what Roger French and Norm Chow thought too. But whoever would have believed that Drage would have run another 20-30 yards.
Boy, what a gamer. You said it. Last week, BYU beats New Mexico by 3 when a field goal is missed. Here's one that's missed and hit the crossbar.
All right, Walsh goes back. The middle of the field is going to be open when you have that prevent, but you're going to get tackled. Not this guy, former running back, turns it on, and he had no intention of going out of bounds. He was going to score, and he puts his ball club in position to just run it into the line, let the clock run down, and kick a field goal. I'm not sure BYU will do that, though.
New stadium record, 455 rushing yards for Hawaii.
And Jay, they will come out of this unless something really crazy happens without a win, maybe a tie. That's amazing. 455 yards.
23 seconds to play. BYU runs the ball, though, they don't have timeouts left, so you think they'll run it or throw it?
Well, he's so difficult to read. They've got the kicker in now, and the reason that you're doing it early is in case the snap is bobbled, because you don't have a timeout left.
So they're going to go for it right now.
Yeah, and this isn't all that bad if you think about it. If the snap is bobbled, if everything isn't perfect.
It's a 40-yard attempt by Joe Herrick. He kicked one about this far for the extra point. Nowatzki holding. It's down. Kick's got plenty of distance. It's good! It is good! Joe Herrick kicked it. And Brigham Young University has the lead.
Here it is. Joe Herrick kicks a line drive. There's about 66,000 people get very excited when those two guys throw their arms up in the air.
Herb, I wanted to go back to the pass play from Drage. Did you see Walsh's pass on that? He was thrown on that was a clothesline.
Oh yeah, he's got a good arm. And obviously this thing ain't over with 18 seconds left. Hawaii with one timeout. But you think back last year, BYU was going to win that game over in Hawaii. And there's a mistake, a long pass. Hawaii ends up winning. This is a lock today. The Bows are going to win this football game. There's 40 seconds left. They're down, kicking an extra point, and now they're down 3.
Well, the Cougars squeaked by New Mexico last week by 3. Right now they're leading Hawaii by 3 with 18 seconds to go. And the young man who's played had a lot to do with this is Joe Herrick right here. He kicked that extra point after the 15-yard penalty was tacked on to tie it. He kicks the field goal to put him ahead. Now they're hopeful that he can kick one into the end zone again, so there's no chance for a return. What a heartbreaker this would be for the Hawaii Rainbows. 18 seconds to play. Hawaii does have a timeout left. Kicks it very high, and it'll come down about 5 yards in. They're going to run it out. Up to the 5 to the 10. And stumbles and goes down at the 14-yard line. The clock ran once he got over the goal line.
So they used up 3 valuable seconds. trying to make something happen. You'll see a BYU safety back to their own 40-yard line here. A lot of people call it a victory defense. A lot of people just call it to prevent. Key here is still to get a rush.
The ball's on the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. I think the clock should start. It does not. Okay, it starts with the snap. 15 seconds left. They split 2 men wide to the right, 1 in the slot, 1 way wide to the left.
First time we've seen the shotgun.
It's Jasper. They're going to turn it over to Jasper to throw. He just skies one as far as he can throw it. And it is incomplete at the BYU 37. I'll tell you what, Gordon had a shot at it.
They're looking for the interference call here. Anything to give them a break.
7 seconds to play. Covering were Christensen and Tarleton. This would be Walsh's first win as a starter in Cougar Stadium. You know, he was hurt last year
against
in the UCLA game.
Well, you see a lot of games and you think you've seen it all. And obviously that's why we play the game. There's a very discouraged guy. It's going to be a very long plane ride home.
Well, Jasper has a good arm. He can throw it a long ways.
Well, the only shot you got, though, is if you interfere or tip it around. There's just too many folks back.
Here he throws it again, like a punt to midfield. It's intercepted by BYU. At the 30-yard line, Christensen intercepts. The clock is also run down. Brigham Young has won the football game in an unbelievable finish. 41-38 Cougars. They fell behind in the 3rd quarter after leading by 10 at halftime, and then they pull it out right at the end, and I can't believe it. What a finish for BYU.
A couple of very good coaches getting together, and this drains you. A lot of respect there.
They're pretty good friends.
Well, both are big winners. They'll be just dissecting this one for several days here in Utah and over in the islands.
Some key plays towards the end of the game. One you mentioned, Irv, is when BYU went with a post pattern. Rather than going for the 10 yards for a first down, they went for a score and got it. Then they get hit with a penalty, have to try the extra point 15 yards deeper, and Herrick makes it. And then that big long, then the field goal by Hawaii that hits the crossbar and falls no good. All of those things right towards the end of the football game. So it was an amazing turnaround. And then Herrick hits the game winner, a field goal from 40 yards out. BYU now 2-0 in the WAC, and they'll be at Colorado State next week. Hawaii is 0-1 in the WAC, and BYU's got kind of a running head start on teams now.
Oh yeah, Hawaii will take on Kent State at home, and this is really one that's hard to take. Anybody who's ever coached knows exactly how Bob Wagner feels, and quite frankly, Lavelle Edwards will feel for him because he knows he was living right today when the ball hit the crossbar.
Okay, we'll be back in just a moment and talk more as you see Lavelle Edwards almost with his hands on his head like I can't believe it. The Cougars win it 41-38. Just a moment. BYU winning over Hawaii by a score of 41-38. This is the Blue and White Sports Network.